Assalamu alaikum, my children. I hope you and your family are in best of health. Today, you can see the topic as present on your screen. Again, it's the same chapter, numbers and arithmetic operation, and the same topic as well. Because in the last video, you have learned how to compare the numbers by writing the predecessor and successor and telling the greater and lesser in between those numbers. But today, you are going to order them. In ordering the numbers, there will be again some of the vocabularies which have to be shared first. But before that, you should know that what you are going to learn basically in this video. Number one over here is write numbers in ascending and descending order up to 6 and 7 digit number, and number two is expand the given 6 and 7 digit number. In this regard, the first one is In this regard, the first one is ascending and descending. As you can see, I have arranged them into two columns over here to make it more clear. Over here, ascending means, over here, ascending order is when numbers are arranged from smallest to largest. As you can see, it is present on the steps of this stair. And this arrowhead is also showing you the direction that first one, the smallest number is going to come, then 200 is bigger than 100, then 300 is bigger than 200, 400, 5, and then 6. That means you are going from smaller to bigger number. On the other hand, on the opposite side, we have the descending order. Descending order is when numbers are arranged from largest to smallest. For example, you have to move from largest to smallest number. As you can see the steps of this stair, 900 is the biggest in all these numbers, so it is going to come on the top. Then after that, 800, 700, 6, 500, and 500 and 400. That means this boy has to come from upward direction to the downward. Next is a question which is present on your screen, which is about the ascending order. Number one question is present on your screen. I have given you a 7-digit number. For example, 7,011,262, 7,111,162, 7,002,162, and you have to arrange these numbers into ascending order. Children, it's very simple. If you are dealing with the bigger numbers, you can simply put them into its place value chart, which I have done it over here. One by one, I start putting these numbers into place value chart like this, and this arrow always indicates you that you have to go from smallest to the largest number because it's your ascending order. And then I'm going to start comparing them. For example, the 7th digit over here is the same, that means 777. But as we move towards the next number, we have two zeros and only one. Then we have two ones and zeros. And this way you can compare the digits one by one according to the value of the periods they are standing in. Over here I can see these two zeros. In between these two, the smallest one is this one, because on the 100,000 and 10,000 placement we have the zeros. So this will be your smallest number, so it will come first. Then we have the next number having zeros on 100,000 placement, and then the biggest number or the largest number over here is this one, because it is having it's not having any zero in this, and it is 7,111,162. So the answer in ascending order is in present in your screen. Then the next question is also over here, but this time I have taken a 6-digit number, but again it's a biggest number, so a bigger number, so you can arrange them into place value chart. After recognizing that which system is this, I have made this place value chart, and because it's a Pakistani 6-digit number, lag is going to come. Again, I am noticing that the lag the place lakh has 8, all the three are having the 8s in them, then the 10,000 placement is having 6, all the 6 are there. 1,000 placements are having all the 4s, but the change is going to come when we are dealing with the 100 placement over here. The smallest one is this one because it's having 5 and rest of the two numbers are having 9. So this will be the smallest number. So I have written this first. Then we have this one is smallest because on the tens placement we have the 0. So I have in this on the second position I have written this, and the biggest largest number over here is 8,64,950. This arrow always tell you the direction that you have to move from smallest to the largest or the biggest number. Next one is the descending order. For your better understanding, I have made this arrow again over here, which shows you that you have to move from bigger to smallest number. You have to come from the biggest to smallest. So again, it's a they are mixed numbers over here. First of all, I'm going to start counting the digits. How many digits are present over here? I have 5 digits, then I have 7, then I have 6, again 6, and the last one is consisting of 5 digit. So it's very easy, just put all these numbers into its place value chart, which I have done it over here. Because I have to arrange in descending order, so I'm going to find out which one is the biggest. Over here 83 lakh 15,100 is the biggest because it is having 7 digit in it, and it is stands on 10 lakh, so it will be your biggest number. Here I got the answer. Then we have 1,64,205. Then next number is also having 1 lakh, but its 10,000 position is 0. So on the second number we have this one, the bigger one, 1,64,205. Then this one will be the third, 1 lakh 6,455. Then we have second largest 7,000, and the last one is 60,808. Okay, next we have the expanded form. You have already learned in your previous classes, but let me show you one definition over here, that how you are going to expand the number. Over here they are saying expanded form is a way to write a number showing the sum of the value of its digit. Now how you are going how we are going to conclude this, they are saying that it's the sum of the value of its digits. That means I have taken two vocabulary out of this definition. Value, you have already understood the meaning of the value of the given number, and sum means plus, that means to add. So basically you have to move with the values of the given number, which is easily seen in this place value chart. Because the example which I have given over here is again a 6-digit number, a bigger number. So you have to first find out its values in the place value chart. So I have written lakh, 10,000, thousand, hundred, tens, and unit, and I start putting them in their places like this. Now I have to move with the digits along with its placement in the along with its value in the place value chart. Over here, the first one is 9. 9 is standing on the lakhs position. So I already knew that on the lakh position, how many zeros is going to come, are going to come. There will be this, there will be say 5 zeros and along with the digit 9. So it will become 9 lakh. Then I have the next position, that is the 10,000 position. So it will become 8 and then the zeros 80,000. Then we have 4 on 1,000 position, so it will become 4,000. 5 is on 100 placement, so it becomes 500. 6 is on tens placement, so it becomes 60. And this 6 is on unit placement, so it becomes 6. You can see in between these numbers I have played this plus sign because for the standard form, that means for the answer, I have to add all these numbers together. So the answer will be 9,84,566. Expanding means that you are going to expand these numbers with respect of its value. That means with respect of its worth in this place value chart or in this 6-digit number. Next, we have an example over here. What I have done, I have just give you the opposite question. For example, I have given you already over here the expanded form, and you have to write down the standard form. Like they are saying, write numbers that match the following expanded form. Over here, first of all, I have to count that how many digits are present over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That means it's a 7-digit number. And as you can see, two commas are present over here. One comma is after the first digit, so it will again quickly click in your mind that it's a 7-digit number and it's an international system. So it's very easy to write down the answer now. Because it's a 7-digit international system, so again million, 100,000, 10,000, thousand, hundred, tens and units are going to come over here. I'm going to start putting these numbers over here in the answers in the place value chart because it's standing on the millions placement, so I'm going to place it in the block of million. Then we have 300,000, so obviously it is going to come in the 100,000 column. Because my 10,000 position is 0, so I'm going to simply write down 0 in the place value chart. 5,000 is standing on the 1,000 placement, so it will become over 5 over here. Then 800 unit, tens placement is again 0, so 0 is going to come on the tens placement, and the last unit one is 7. So the answer over here of this expanded form is 4,305,807. That's all for today, my children. I hope you understood what I have given you in this lecture. Best of luck.